Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Bella's Beauty. So today, on today's episode of Quarantine Chill, we are doing these super cute, easy DIY box braids. I kind of cheated and did them. I did them with rubber bands because I have nails on. I can't really grip hair as well as I used to without them. So I decided to do the easy way. If you guys want to see how we get these super quick DIY braids, then keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or if you have any other quick little hacks to do braids, or anything else you would like to share, just let me know down in the comment section. But if not, let's get into the video. All right, so here we go. First things first, you want to start with clean hair, okay? It's easier if your hair is already tangled, but I'm going to part my hair down the middle and then part it down the middle the other way. And I'm just going to take my hair section by section and detangle it with this large tooth comb. So now we're ready to blow dry. So I'm going to have my blow dry on high heat. And make sure you have something in your hair so your hair doesn't get heat damaged. I just have some kind of leave-in conditioner here. And I'm just stretching my curls. This is completely optional, okay? I find that for my curl type, right, this works the best when I do braids of any type, because it kind of blends in better with the weave that I'm putting in, and it stays longer to me, and it's easier to manage, not only with your hair detangled, but with my curls stretched out. I'm not blowing my hair straight. I'm just blowing pretty much most of the curls out. It's still fuzzy, but don't blow it like bone straight. Just get it to where it's kind of like this, I don't know, coarser pattern. I don't know. Edge controls are your best friends when you are using, when you're doing braids, in my opinion. Remember, this is all like just me. So you guys see, I'm purposefully combing out my baby hairs because I'm not putting my baby hairs in these braids, okay? I'm not doing that. So I'm taking my edge control and I'm putting it all over this section right before I put my rubber band in. So some people use gels. I personally like the beeswax based edge controls because they allow my hair to stick together and allow it to stick to the weave better when I go to braid my hair. And so my little hairs aren't sticking out all over the place. The last time I did scalp braids, I used the same edge control and it worked wonders. It made my hair last a little bit longer. So just blowing my hair out and using this edge control as a base really, really helps out. So I'm going through, every time I part, I put the edge control on the opposite side of what I'm doing so that the other hairs don't get into the section that I'm about to rubber band off. So you guys might be wondering, I thought you were doing box braids. So of course squares were just too basic for me, right? So I was like, you know what, let me put some patterns up in here. And you guys will see later on in the video, I didn't go too far with doing this because it's hard, like, especially if you're doing your own head, like to get the patterns, especially if this is like new to you. So I ended up just doing squares the rest of my hair. I did the whole front with this pattern and then I did the back in just normal squares. All right, so here is the front. See, I told you guys I finished the pattern throughout the whole front and left my baby hairs out. And then the back, I just parted it straight across and did just huge squares in the back. I did like 3 in the back row. I did like 4 in the middle row. And I think I did another 4 or 5 in the very center or in the crown of my head. Doing the back was definitely a lot harder than doing the front because I can't see. So my parts are a little bit zigzaggy, but I didn't really care. So now that all of your hair is a rubber band, it is time to braid, okay? So this hair is Queen Bee pre-stretched 60-inch hair. Now don't let that number scare you because you're obviously not going to have 60-inch braids, okay? Your braids are going to be 30 inches because you're going to fold the hair in half just like this. So depending on how big you want your braids, that's how much hair you're gonna take out. And when I was first doing this, I kind of offset the hair, but I realized that I didn't have to do that because the ends are not bluntly cut in this with this brand of hair, and I love it. So the fact that I have nails on, I can't grip my hair, so that is why I did the rubber band method. And you don't have to grip your hair really tight to do the rubber band, because the little the starter piece, that's what I'm gonna call it, the knot, it hooks on to your rubber band. So I felt like this was very, very easy for me to do. And you just want to braid your hair all the way down. Be very careful when you get to the end of your real hair. Make sure you are applying your beeswax to that section, and make sure you're evening out the 3 strands of your braids so that your braid looks even all the way down. Also, don't try to rush if you're not a fast braider. Take your time. Like, as you guys can see right now, like, this is the speed I was going as I was putting each braid on the rubber band. Like, I was not trying to go fast. Like, I took my time and made sure it was on there, okay? As you get the hang of it, you do start to go a little bit faster, but again, do not rush yourself. Every couple of stitches, I did end up going back with the beeswax just to make sure that my braid stayed in place, but I pretty much just braided the whole thing down. And make sure you braid it all the way to the end. Like, keep braiding until you can't braid anymore, until there's no more hair left. Don't worry if the braids start to come apart on the ends, because we're gonna dip them after we're finished. So I'm using the same technique pretty much on all of my braids. I would say in total, I probably have about 30 braids. Now, I purchased 7 packs of this hair and used all 7. So I have a lot of hair on each of my braids. So if you want them smaller, buy less hair. If you want them bigger, you might need 8 or 10 packs. So this is our last one. I'm gonna take, like I said, like we've been doing this whole time, just take it, go really, really slow at the top part, make sure that the knot is covering your little rubber band. And if it's not, just kind of wiggle it around. It's not very hard to get it back to the top. So make sure you're braiding your hair all the way down. And then when you get done, we're going to boil some hot water. You're gonna dip your ends in the hot water. The water must be boiling hot, guys. I'm not kidding. So after that, I did my edges. Of course, this is why I left my baby hairs out, so that I could do this every single day. And I think it just gives me a little pizzazz. So this is what your ends are gonna look like, all straggly and nasty. So boil some water, dip your hair in the water, and then I also took a lighter and just sealed the ends of my braids. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I loved filming it for you guys. I love this hair so, so much. Make sure you subscribe and share to this video. Bye.